Morning, folks. Well, if you're in New Zealand. But howdy, everybody. Good to see you folks in chat and on the stream tonight. Who's here? We got KD8LVT. I got a bone to pick with you, sir. Just kidding, but no, really. Not really. We got Katie Cat here. Mad Lord Hubris. Everyone's back from dinner. Thank goodness this starts at 8:30. The extra 30 minutes saves you. Saves me too. Gotta put the kid down. But let me pop over to the game and bring up my my short 20 questions list here. There we are. Howdy, kids. How are you all doing? Trying to say hello so where I could see you this time. So we got hello to Michael St. Amand. Phaedry is here as well. We have Candrick Gilbert. Pumpkin Rot. Genesis. And Solston's here. He wants to hear the answer to a 20 question, no doubt. Crone22, good to see you as well. Well, it is a chores stream, and this might be a shorter chores stream than usual, depending on the wind, and also on when Corazette gets home. We have some plans for later in the evening involving movies and TV shows, so we'll might be like a 9:30 cutoff, but it might go longer. We'll see. When she knocks on my door, that's all I know. But Katie Cat says you like the flower design. Yeah, that was a great suggestion. I was sort of, I was thinking about something like more like a vining thing, but I like this flower more, I think. So, definitely a great suggestion. And actually, this will be one thing we do tonight, which will be, I want to smooth this down. But, it is a gale wind right now. So I think it's time for us to get straight to work. And not dilly-dally or, oh my goodness. Inventory problems. Let's start with this. Oh my goodness. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have enough coal. And Chris W. is here. Welcome, Chris. Aaron Boggs, welcome to you too. Glad to see everybody tonight. Ready for some chill hanging out and 20 question answering. I don't hear you screaming. Minty Fresh Dan. I love that name. And Rivy6 is here. Hey, Rivy. Wow, got a lot of mods on tonight. That's pretty cool. I'm going to be a bit less careful about lighting all this, since I'll be like talking and not really paying attention to what I'm doing here. It just happens on these streams. Hey, it's raining. Must be, of course, our stream. Let's dump you and you. Firewood. I have firewood. Right, because we were moving it around in here. So that we could do this. Okay, that makes sense. We have Gia Van Dowser as well. Hello, hello. Katie gets to start watching Full Metal Alchemist. That's a pretty good choice. You know, I watched the original a long time ago, and I think because I hadn't read the manga. I never read manga. I really don't. The changes in Brotherhood actually felt jarring to me, even though I knew that they were sort of the quote real story. Oops, didn't mean to tuck my chin in then. Ooh, there we go. Sheesh. Get to work. Quietly. Get to work quietly. Just bear that in mind next time. We're going to leave this one unlit for now, because as I recall, we had trouble running all 4 of these forges at once. Alright. Perfect. Sort of. Yeah, we should get there. But how is everybody tonight? Is it good to see everyone? I had, my wife, Corazette, has a saying that she got from somewhere about some days you're the pigeon, and some days you're the statue. And today was a statue day for me. So, I am glad to be here cooling off from the day's events, and just not being a pigeon or a statue. Michael Sandmon says, I can only watch anime with subtitles, so it takes you time to get into it because you're busy gaming. You know, I'm the same way. I think partly because I feel like the voice direction in anime for the English is like kind of overacted a lot of the time, or they just pick people that don't really fit the characters as I imagine them, or if I've already watched the anime in Japanese, like it's too different from the Japanese voice. So, whoops, missed you. There we go. So yeah, I generally prefer the Japanese. There are a few exceptions. I did finally start watching Delicious in Dungeon, and that one, I don't watch it in English, but I could. Like, I've watched, like, a part of an episode in English before I realized what was going on. I was like, I want to watch the Japanese since I'd already started it in Japanese. But yeah, in general, Japanese all the way. There was something else. Oh, Escaflowne. Some of the older anime. Evangelion, Escaflowne. I'd say Gundam Wing, except that if any of you guys know who, was it Wei Fong or Wu Fei, whatever his name was? His voice just, oh man. Like a cat fight out in the backyard. Mad Lord Hubris enjoyed Delicious in Dungeon. Yeah, I'm only about 6 episodes in, so I'm enjoying it. It's like it's not one of those like stupendous like I must watch it because it's super duper like engaging, but it is just a lot of fun. I can see why it's so popular. Let's get some more of this good stuff. It's great for the atmosphere. There we go. Up there. Oh yeah, Gundam and Evangelion. Okay, so Evangelion was my first anime when I was a sophomore in high school, so I was 15 years old. That's an anime to start on. That's certainly an anime to start on, isn't it, guys? Oh yeah, Bebop. Yes, Cowboy Bebop is, in my opinion, better in English than in Japanese. But only because they had so many great choices for voice actors in that show. Like, they really did an awesome job. In the anime, not so much the live action. I mean, I enjoyed the live action one that Netflix put on, but it really wasn't Bebop. Like, they just changed way too many things that didn't need to be changed. And then gave up halfway through. But it was enjoyable, I think. Just as a let's forget that it's, ripping off the original. I had fun watching it. CBCX1 says, I get here and we're talking about Dungeon Meshi. Yeah. That's how tonight starts. So we're gonna segue from there into some 20 questions, and I suspect we'll be sashaying back to anime at some point, given that we've started on that topic. So my first question is from the gentleman with whom I have a bone to pick, KD8LVT, who asked, what is your favorite story from a Rimworld colony of yours? And the reason I have a bone to pick is that this question is the reason why I lost a couple evenings this week. Because I was like, oh, you know what? I haven't checked in on that colony since 2019. Yeah, thank you for the scowling grin face there. So I fired up Rimworld, and I spent, I kid you not, about an hour fixing my world because I had started that in 1.0. Started and stopped playing it at 1.0. So I actually had to walk it through the updates from 1.1 to 1.5. Because if I went straight to 1.5, it just errored out and blew up. Then update all the mods, replace ones that had been abandoned. And I even had to fix my pawns because some things just, for some reason, got all screwy. But I spent, 3 or 4 hours that first night just playing it till midnight. And this is a colony that I had run for, I think it was 8 years. or does the game start in 5500 or 01? Regardless, I'm about halfway through 5508 in game, so 7 or 8 years. But it is a desert world. Imagine that, where my map tile's average temperature is 153 degrees Fahrenheit. It was, oh man, it is such a blast. Like the early game struggle to survive is just so intense. Like you have to be on it, like white on rice on a paper plate in the snow. Just chef's kiss. Have some peanut pie. Speaking of chef's kiss, you're about done. And we're gonna need some more cool. I have a friend who calls coal cool. Like where they're from, they talk like that. So like the word like pull becomes pool. Uh-oh. Sounds like Katie and Fader are gonna have a fight here. Because someone doesn't like Rimworld. No, it's definitely not a game for everybody. And like I always say, not every game is for everybody. Like, in fact, there are no games that are for everybody. I mean, it's funny the number of people I get who hear that I like Rimworld and they go, "Oh, you'll love Dwarf Fortress." No, I hate Dwarf Fortress. With a passion. Oh, you were dude wedding the 150F? Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of heat stroke. But so the trick is that you really can't survive on a like desert or extreme desert tile unless you get really lucky, or you cheat, or like you like prepare carefully to give yourself extra stuff. So I ended up dropping on what's technically an arid shrubland, which gave me a lot of dirt for growing. Very dry, very hot dirt. Yeah. Hey, we got TL Forever 262 in chat, and someone, who was it? We had... Oh, chat just jumped like crazy. Someone asked, Rimworld stream when? You know, I wouldn't mind streaming Rimworld. It's a lot of fun. Of course, like, not while I'm also doing this and other stuff too. But maybe when either this and or the current Star Sector game is over. We got Pharaoh Caribou as well in chat here. Welcome to you. I think that's everybody. Oh, and J-Stink X is here. Awesome. You even watch my Star Sector stuff. Great. And I also have your 20 questions from Star Sector queued up and ready to roll here. But to finish answering Katie LVT's question about what my favorite Rimworld story is, it is this colony. And in fact, over on Reddit, where I am, same username as here, of course, I wrote, and this is back in 2019, a series of short stories called Missed Connections. And it was about a love angle, not a triangle, because it didn't do a complete or anything. But I had 2 gay colonists, Kate and Raven, and then I also had Faye, my cook, all women. And the whole colony is women, but this triangle, or this angle was. And Lake Filter's here. Welcome, welcome. So, Kate has a thing for Faye. Raven has a thing for Kate. Now, Kate eventually gave up on Faye. Like, she tried to ask her out a few times, and Faye said, "Nah, thanks. Nah, thanks, brah." And Kate got the message and was like, "All right, well, I'll leave you alone. I still think you're cool." And they're still good friends. Raven never quite got the hint. And Raven has spent the last... Let's see, Raven joined in, like, 5504, so Raven spent the last 4 years pretty much incessantly asking Kate out. To the point where I actually had to separate them because it ended up with Raven had, like, a plus 70 opinion of Kate, but Kate had like a negative 80 or 90 opinion of Raven, and even beat her up a few times. So I had to separate the two of them. And Kate ended up becoming my envoy because she was only good at two things: shooting and talking. Kind of like my D&D character. Weird. Well, my other D&D character, my away game character. And so Kate became my envoy. Eventually, their opinions of each other pretty well neutralized because Kate was away so often and for so long that Raven kind of just forgot about her. And then at one point, Kate came back for a while, and I think there was a battle where Raven got pretty badly injured. And this was after I'd stopped writing my little short stories, unfortunately. And Raven got really badly injured. And while Copeland, the abrasive doctor, which he just like cusses at everybody all the time. So like while Copeland, my doctor, is like stitching Raven's like organs back in her body, Kate comes over and is like, "I'm sorry, I'll go out to dinner with you. Yeah, we can go out." And Raven's like, "Kate, now is not the time." And so thus began Kate's attempts to woo Raven. And Raven was either like too grumpy, too much in pain, or whatever to respond. And so then sort of it reversed, where Raven kind of had more like a neutral opinion of Kate because her opinion was sort of just so high in general. Oh, and the reason why she liked Kate so much is that Raven is a transhumanist, or whatever they call it now, where they like body mods. And Raven and Kate had gotten shot a billion times, and at this point was more robot than person. I think she had she had an eye, both arms, and both legs replaced. So Raven's like, "Oh my god, so hot. Oh, so many mechanical parts." And so Raven's opinion of Kate was always high, but Kate just never reciprocated. And then it reversed again. And so I'm still in that later reversal where Kate's pretty lukewarm on Raven, but Raven's still pretty gung-ho about Kate. And I have found, though, that sending them on missions together, like out on caravans, actually helps bring their opinions of each other up together. I don't know what it is. Maybe because maybe they don't ask each other out while they're out doing that, or something. I don't really know the limitations of the caravan system and social system, how they interact. But every time I send them out together, they come back with like 20 more opinion of each other in both directions. So win, I suppose. But yeah, if you're into that thing, if you go to Reddit, search my username, I'm u/Kurzar, and you dig through my submission history in the Rimworld subreddit, there's a series of short stories. And KD8, you actually got me to not only start playing the game again, but also start writing these short stories again, starting with an origin story of Kate, where she basically wakes up in her escape pod from her ship having blown up in orbit, and crashing to Earth in basically 10 pieces. That's her in 10 pieces, the pods and even more pieces, and the the abrasive and ever angry doctor and the others bring her back and patching her up. So that's actually what I was doing before I had to put Corazini down for bed tonight. Yeah, trauma bonding on the battlefield. But actually, that actually happened again, where I had a bunch of mechanoids attack the other night, and let's see. They attacked from a weird corner because I have not played in the new version yet, so I didn't know that they had the new mechanoids that will like sap your walls and stuff, which was a big surprise to me. So they start, cannonballing my walls. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm gonna swap you over to there because that will burn for another second, apparently. Ooh, not quite hot enough. Okay, well, I'll waste one of these. But I had to, in order to fit everybody in, I actually couldn't squeeze Kate in, because Kate is a melee combatant. So she's got like marine armor, used to be called power armor. She's got a excellent shield belt, but I couldn't fit her on the battlefield because it was like that down like a random hallway. And Raven basically busts out in front of Kate and just starts laying into these guys with her minigun, and takes almost no damage. I mean, she was hurt. No, wait, hang on a second. No, Raven did get pretty badly hurt, but never went down. Like she limped back to the infirmary. There we go. Which is patched up, but like made a real impression on Kate. But then when I sent Kate in to go and deal with the last centipede, Raven shoots her in the back of the head. Didn't hurt her, but Raven still got mad that, or Kate still got mad that Raven shot her. It's just, you can't win. It's just no one can win here. Okay. So the next thing I want to do here is, let's see, I'm going to check off that we got the iron ingots done. I'm going to make our iron anvil here, because no one likes to watch that. It's boring. I hate doing it. It's the worst part of Vintage Story is smithing anvils. So I'm going to do that here rather than trying to do it on stream and boring everybody there. So we're going to start with an anvil base. Now I know you can start with a plate. However, I'm finding that starting from a plate, there you are, will actually cause issues with having enough material left over. My hammer's downstairs. To actually finish the base. Now I haven't done the math, so I don't know if starting with one plate is enough, or if it takes 2 plates to get to that point. But I don't want to risk it. There we go. Let's have some of this. Smashy, smashy. So yeah, we're just gonna do this here. This shouldn't take too long, but yeah. Ideally, this should take, I think it's 10 ingots. And since I'm not starting from plates, it should be exactly like 10. I think I'll have like a very few pieces left over here. Unless I goof and like stack them too high by accident, which I do on occasion. I mean, I never make mistakes. No. Ask Curzette, my wife. I never make mistakes. You warned some about smithing iron anvils. Yeah, it is the worst. The literal worst. Worse than famine. Come on. Keep going. Oh, it's medium now. Fun. Be a joy. I should probably start heating this guy up, shouldn't I? You come with me. Alright. I think we're going to take one more of these, pop you on. There we go. Keep smashing you down a little bit. Too cold to work, naturally. Alright, oh boy. It's probably going to mess this up. Every time I take an anvil off to reheat it and put it back on, it messes up the orientation of the voxels. Which is really irritating. Yeah, let's pop you on as well. Why not? I'm going to hydrate while these are heating up. Just a moment. All right. Should be hot enough. And tonight, we are drinking some herbal tea. Got some blueberry herbal tea just because I like it. It's tasty. But, yeah, so smithing. And answering 20 questions. Next question is from Lake Filter, who has this whole thing for only pans, only everything but fans, I suppose. Everything only. But he asks, which would be harder, and why? only pans, a Vintage Story challenge where you must pan all sand and gravel that you get. Is it sand or gravel? Oh, all the sand, not gravel. Or would it be harder to play only pairs? A Star Sector challenge run where you have you must have only pairs of ships. I'm going to say without a doubt that the Vintage Story only pans would be harder. 110%. Reason being that I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Here we go. Let's just do this. Boop. Drag you all down. I'm going to drag you all down to my level. That's right. Is that sand is necessary for a lot of things, like mortar, mostly mortar. Let's see, there's quicklime, a couple other odds and ends. But the lack of mortar means you could never get to steel. You could get to iron, I think. You could do iron, because you can still make bloomeries, because they don't require mortar. But you could never get to steel, because you can't make the refractor furnace. Plus, building with bricks is just too good. Now that calculus changes if you say that you are allowed to use sand for other purposes. It's just that you just can't put it in a chest and store it forever. That changes the calculus a lot. Because then it's like, well, it's just tedious then. You have to use the sand or pan it. And that's doable, just tedious, so not particularly hard at that point. I'm doing the Ashanton method here. Dancing around. This is JStank X's literal first time not watching a other block game stream. That was a close one. Whew. Get in trouble reading these comments here. Okay, so we need one more ingot. Ingot. Boop. All right. Get you down here. All right, so it looks like with this, okay, so I guess what happens is if you start from 2 plates, you're losing 6 voxels, which means your last ingot only gets used for 8 voxels, which feels like a waste, but it's the same number of ingots either way. Okay, so that's okay. I'm fine with that. So this base was 5 ingots. Sure, I could get some borax, shouldn't I? Alright, I'm going to grab you. And we'll start with you, get the head going here. The colder one's on, because they'll actually get equalized to the hotter temperature. A little cheesy, but I don't mind. Okay, let's, we're going to smash this guy. Again. So lake filter means panning as the only means of disposal. Okay, so if that's the case, then only pans isn't particularly difficult, just really tedious. And I really wouldn't want to play it like that. Like, that would actually just be annoying of like, oh, I guess I'll have a stream where I pan sand for 3 hours. So, yeah, I would say definitely doable. Not very difficult at all, just tedious. Difficult to want to keep playing would be my answer. The only pairs, it would be an interesting, fun little challenge, but not terribly challenging. In fact, Star Sector is very playable with strict pairs of ships. Now, granted, it is, again, more difficult and tedious, but I think it'd be far more enjoyable than the only pans Vintage Story. I actually watched Big Brain Energy play Star Sector, where he had his final fleet was 2 Paragons, 2 Furies, I think 2 Medusas, 2 something else's, I think, and then like 5 Omens. So you'd have to make do with 2 Omens and then maybe like 2 Shades if you really want more EMP, or 2 Centurions if you just wanted for the PD, the point defense. But very doable. I think a lot of ships tend to work better in pairs, or you can sort of build a fleet so that you have sort of two wings of your fleet that then can sort of like flank the enemy, and that way you know that you have roughly the same kind of force and weapons and so on in both parts of the map where you're flanking the enemy. Autopan mod is your friend now. Yeah, it's an interesting mod. I like it except for the fact that you get 1/8 of the results. So I wouldn't use it for bony soil. Using it for sand, sure. Bony soil is a little too valuable. Have I seen Secret Firefoxes? Isn't it Foxfire? Yes, I have. Have you seen Secret Foxfire's 100 Days of Vintage Story? Yes, I have, and I think they're very talented. That was really great builds. And doing everything that it did in 100 days is real impressive. I'm not sure that I'm super interested in copying that, because there's a lot of 100 days challenges for both this and the other block game. And so, I don't know, there's a lot of that out there. I don't want to, like, do the same thing everyone else is doing. At least not all the time. Sorry, you're not the best of them. Oh, that's fine. It's fine if you're not the best of the names. I mean, their name is the best browser, just backwards. Easy to mistake them. I'm gonna start a browser flame war in here. That's what I do. What I do best. Did Foxfire ever come back? Last I knew, he lost interest in YouTube. I don't know. They started doing some other content for a while, I think, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, YouTube burnout is definitely a thing for some creators. And I assume that at some point I will suffer from the affliction as well at some point, and hopefully I'll be able to get through it. Burnout is a very real thing, experienced both at work and D&D actually, which is why the game that I play and we rotate DMs so no one has to burn out. It's not very long. Oops, I can pull you down some more. Drag you all with me. Alright. I'm gonna bring you back this way. Hey, Fader's a Firefox user too. Good. Good man. Even independent of the privacy issues that I have with Chrome, Firefox just, I think it renders text better. That's a matter of opinion, but I think it renders text better. And for me, I generally find that it actually runs cleaner, like memory-wise, CPU-wise, and so on. I think the edge that Chrome had a long time ago was real and is no longer the case. All right, we're going to have to heat all these things up. So let's grab you. Mad Lord Hebrews also rotates DMs. Hey, great way to play, honestly. I just finished up my my latest arc as DM, and we actually have a month. One of our friends in this group went to another country, and so we're playing our away game, which is the game we play when not everybody can be at the table. Let's have a bite to eat here. Maybe also go grab a fresh hammer. Yes, a fresh hammer is word of the day. Let's BRB. I actually don't like Brave, the browser, so much. It feels a little... I don't know. I mean, isn't it based off of Chrome? Isn't it a Chromium browser? But I've seen... I had a friend who used it, and I watched him use it. I was like, I got Firefox. I've got what's it called? uBlock Origin and NoScript. I don't see ads. I do not see ads unless I explicitly am like, hey, I'm gonna enable everything on this page so I can see what's here around the ads. I guess weird thing to do, but I do it sometimes. Hey, it didn't mess up my orientation here. Sweet. All right, so I can put another ingot on safely. Let's do that. We're going to need to. This should be enough. Should be. I guess we'll find out. Maybe it won't be. Get back here. Stuck on the anvil. Oh, I did forget the flux. Yeah. I'm not sure we even have any borax yet. Actually, I think we did get some. I'll run back at it, because that thing's cold already anyway, so I'll have to heat it up. Whoop! Okay. Didn't mess things up too bad. We might actually need another ingot. Didn't think we would. Oh, you know what? We might get through this. We're on 10 ingots so far, so if we can make it... Oh, I don't know if we can. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, I got 2 pieces down here. Yeah, I think we got it. Scoot you guys over here. There we go. Everything, whoops. Meant to go down. Ray works for websites that hate Firefox. Yeah, there are a few sites that definitely are like, no, we only work for Chrome. And to those websites I say, farewell. You know, if you can't code your site to actual web standards, I'm not interested in actually visiting your site. No matter how interested I am in the content. Me being the snobby QA that I am. But, so, after our only pans versus only pairs question, next up we have JStankX Plays, who's here in chat. Oh, and Puff Pastry is here as well. Hello, hello. And JStankX asks, this was over on the Star Sector videos, how do you know you need an ion beam? It was a bit of a joke question of you know, the first step to needing it or to getting an ion beam is knowing you need one. I would say, you know you need an ion beam when you have a sunder. Easy. You're kidding me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, I think we got it, guys. But only barely. I think if we do this, we pull these back. And we have not, as far as I can tell, we have not lost any voxels yet. So if we need one more, I'm going to be real mad, first of all. Alright, who put your bet on 10? 10 ingots. Just chuck you there, along with the rest of you. Oh, I actually can't. Interesting, so Crateful doesn't let you interact with these in the same way as crates. I mean, these aren't crates, so I guess that makes some sense. If you have an ion beam, how do you know you need a sunder? When you need a nice small ship that can really blow things up. That's how you know. Katie Cat bet on 9. Unfortunately, yeah, 9 is not a winning bet for smithing iron anvils. Yeah, I think 11's probably more common, because most folks will lose, and, most folks, includes me, by the way, will lose at least one voxel piece doing that. You know, I don't think we've actually gone and mined out any borax. Yeah, because this is our minerals chest. We got some saltpeter, crushed coal, blasting powder. Well, we know where a very tiny amount of borax is. Oops, I'm going to apparently flash you all with my inventory screen there. We're going to go ahead and just grab that single piece. Lay down some dirt. I'm going to grab it first. Last time I was carrying dirt to place down on one of these, I put it on top of the thing. I think it was a piece of meteoric iron. Boop! There we go. I'm pretty sure we only need half of this piece of borax. Michael Sadamon says, you think your first one cost you like 12 bars? Yeah. Oh yeah, the height limit gets everybody. Absolutely killer. Right, our our quern is not here anymore. It's over here. Katie Cat thought it was 4 for the bottom and 5 for the top. It seems like it's 5 and 5. Alright, our quern is up here. We can just... You want... The entire system starts spinning backwards, apparently. Oh, right. A fresh breeze. And Great Flaminguista and Hazard 151 are here. Awesome. And Oak Tree. Did I say hi to you yet, Oak Tree? I don't think I said hi to you yet. I think all my mods are here, except for Toshiko. Who else is here while we're doing this? Oh, we have Kalohe Pirate. You're a new face. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Who else is here? We got got 42 of you fine folks. It's awesome. It always surprises me just how populous or populated the Chores streams are. I think that's... Oh, Ben is here. Hey, Ben. Good to see you. And if I think I'm done scrolling up. If I haven't said hi to you, and you want me to, pop hello down in chat there. And Seraphim. Hey, Seraphim. All right, let's get down here. Let's start reheating probably both of these at this point. Yeah, you're not quite hot enough. You're probably ice cold. Oh, come here. Yeah, I want to pick you up. Okay. We do it the old-fashioned way, apparently. 400. I think we can probably get away with just one coal here. Get this guy to like 800. Throw him down. Vintage story reality. All chores all the time. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. I'm going to go ahead and mark off Iron Anvil here. Doing pretty good. Again with a meowdy. So our last question that I have already queued up here is from Sulston. Sulston asks, what's your ideal breakfast, and can you make it with what's available in Vintage Story currently? So I kind of have 2 ideal breakfasts. Actually 3. I have 3 ideal breakfasts. I lied. I have 3. So the first ideal breakfast is easy. Pancakes. Pancakes with maple syrup. As for whether that's available in Vintage Story, I guess we just needed half of that 1 piece of borax. Literally just, that's all you need. Let's see. So we do have the stuff to make pancakes. And no, Sulston, it's 3 all at the same time? No. 3 separate kinds of breakfast. I wouldn't eat all these at once. And in fact, I usually, I really can't do, like, much breakfast in general. Like, well, it depends. If I'm doing, like, a big work day outside, I do yard work or whatever, then a single big breakfast is where I'm at. Yes, here we go. So pancakes, maple syrup. So technically, we have the stuff. Like, we do literally have, flour, we've got eggs, we've got water, we've got milk, we've got maple trees, not really sugar, but whatever. We got honey, though. I could do honey. Honey's an okay substitute. So pancakes with honey? Sure, we can do a Vintage Story. My second one would be bacon, eggs, and toast. That's my staple. If I have a big outdoors day, bacon, eggs, and toast, hands down. That will keep me going from 8 a.m. till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Won't get hungry. In fact, I'll probably have to go in to eat because I just know it's time to go eat. That is definitely my favorite, like, big breakfast thing. And we've got eggs. We've kind of got toast. We can make bread, and you can burn it. So yeah, we got toast, sort of. And then the bacon. We've got red meat, and you can slaughter hogs. So there is that. So we can do bacon, eggs, and toast, kind of. I don't have it too much because it's not great for you, a lot of bacon fat, but I do love my bacon fat. I save all my lard and I use it. I cook with it all the time. Just beware if you saute in lard, leftovers get kind of nasty. Let's see. So the next thing I want to do here while we're here is I want to kind of just smooth this out. We're not going to like, this is the final design. We are just going to make this smoother here tonight. So not really a big chisel task. So I think it's fair to do on a stream, on a Chores stream specifically. And then 1, 2, and 3. Very simple. Where's my lantern? I put it down upstairs, didn't I? So it did. My third breakfast is one that my wife introduced me to, which is I won't say surprising. I mean, you always you meet someone new and you learn about new foods. It's kind of how life goes. But it's bagels with cream cheese and lox, which is salmon. And man, if I'm looking for like a reasonably light breakfast, that's it right there, hands down, easy peasy. No lemon squeezy. Don't put lemon on it. I don't recommend it. But I think it's really good. And what CarryOn didn't know is that the term lox, which is spelled L-O-X in like common vernacular, is actually the German word for salmon, Lachs. But yeah, so that's my breakfast list. And we can also sneak in here, and we can do maybe you, and you, and that should be it. We could do one right here, but it might look a little funny, so we're gonna not do that. So that was here and here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go on the inside now and kind of give it the same treatment that we gave to the exterior here. We're just going to kind of like round this side in, but we're going to round the inside this time. Katie Cat's bloodstream is comprised of butter and salt. I know that feeling. I've had days where I've done that to myself. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to chop this down here. And yeah, I could probably just do one of these, copy it and flip it, but why would I? That's too easy. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just do that. Too much blood in your butter stream. But yeah, so guys, thanks for your 20 question submissions. As always, if you want me to answer a question like that in a video stream like this, pop it in a YouTube comment inside with the hashtag 20 questions, or go to the 20 questions Discord channel on my server over at Gaming with CarryOn. I'll be happy to answer them. Again, if you're not familiar, the rules are one question per person at a time, please. Until I've answered your question, please refrain from adding more. I will ignore them. CarryOn, a question. Your pancakes, American or European? Well, I live in America, so they're all American. I actually don't know what a European pancake is like. I like, so there's a brand called Bob's Red Mill that makes phenomenal pancake mix. And I get their 12-grain pancake mix. I also really enjoy their buckwheat pancake mix and their... they even have a gluten-free one. When I was living with a girlfriend who had celiac disease, we had to get gluten-free everything, basically. And man, their pancakes, ooh boy, they were really good. We used to have a franchise of bagel bakery stores. They put everything into bagels or use bagels instead of sandwich bread. Interesting. Not sure I should tell this story. my dad, when he was still working, he would often go to lunch at this place. It was like a bagel shop, kind of like you're describing, Seraphim. But his impression of the place when he got there was like the people who ran it which was, it was like I think a 3-way ownership between a group of women. And whenever he was there, like they were always like barking orders and shouting down the hall to each other, and like, this is up, this is ready, let's do that, get this right now, blah, blah. And they were friendly, but they were like drill sergeant style, like management. And so he started calling it the Angry Women's Bagel Shop. Oh, Dad. You can't say these things in this day and age. Is a European pancake more like a Dutch pannenkoek? Pannenkoek. That question isn't directed at me, though. Would it be pannenkoek? I don't know Dutch. I have an ear for Dutch, but I don't know how the letters are pronounced. Pharaoh Caribou says, I work in the culinary industry, and it said that if you want to see if you're cut out for it, you start at a breakfast place. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Hey, Patrick Aycock is here. Welcome. So, first presentation was very close. My pannenkoek. I think that was the first one, I'm pretty sure. Oak Tree thought that crepe was what a European pancake was. That's definitely more of a French thing. So I mean, or more specifically a French thing, not just French is part of Europe. Yes, scores are. Let's get this and there. We need to get this in as well. And then you, I guess we'll just kind of do a bit of this first. Oops, not that. Go. And we're going to then chunk out. We'll do like 3, but that's 2. Okay. Uh-oh. Nightbot. Seraphim. KO. Oops, I'm gonna go like that, I think. I'm kind of winging some of this at this point. Ah, there we go. We do that, and then we do 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So here we go. There we are. That's a little better. All right, and then we bring it all home. But I don't want to bring it down here any further. So we'll just do, let's see. I just changed the lighting apparently. Start with a bit of this. This is not a perfect spheroid design here. Like if I wanted to get real crazy, I could try to figure out like how to make it a sort of a sphere cutout, but I'm not really gonna do that. It's a lot more math than I want to do. Okay, so I got that done. I goofed here, didn't I? Whoops. Goofed there too. What am I doing here? Oh, no, I didn't. I goofed there. There we go. That's better. Get you. I got you. I got you. Ah, there we go. All right. Not too shabby. Let's get our infinite pantograph. I still don't know why it's doing that, but we have infinite durability. We're going to snapshot you. And do a bit of that. And then you. And that. And we gotta get our our chisel back out, which I'd promptly put away. Look at the smart seraph I am. Let's give these a spin. Yeah. We'll also come over here and just to fix some of the lighting issues because these guys were not moved. Oh, I didn't actually do the top one yet. Silly me. Yeah, see that lighting? Let's do it here too. Not sure it'll actually do anything here. No, these. I think since we spun them, I think spinning them actually fixes the lighting issue. May as well keep the pantograph since I forgot the top 3 blocks there. Hey, we got Mr. Goober 1999 just in time for some chiseling. Yeah, we're actually finishing up the chiseling. Wrong color pixel. You're right. If I had my eyes open, it would help, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's get the rest of these done here. Let's get her done. Oh no. Now the Gator Dune folks are going to come out of the woodwork again. There we go, and last one. All right. And I'm going to spin you right. Actually, we're going to do these guys first. Just fix any lighting. There we go. Fix that lighting right up. Wow. And then you guys get spun. Ah, I like that. I saw a couple people say they liked the design. Thank you, and thank you to darn it, I forget who it was. It was either Seraphim or Katie Cat who suggested the flower design. But yeah, the gators are summoned. Looking good, Haas. Ah, someone's a Jim Butcher fan. Oops, I just chiseled this block by accident. By the way, I realized that these don't go very well right here. So we're just going to grab these, we're going to spin them around, that they are aligned with the back of this instead of the front. So we'll do... Not quite. Not quite, sir. Let's try that again. If I do this, does it work from this side instead? Yes, there we go. Okay. Much better. There we go. We now have a safe place to work in here. And, yeah. We'll have to come through and do some additional decorations at some point. Like, these need some dressing up, too. But that will be for a regular stream. This was, I just wanted to finish up what we were doing with this here and get it copied over. So, yeah. Let's see, we got the iron ingots, iron anvil, chisel touch-ups, and copy done. We have some more work to do here. Let's get over to the bees. Yes, the bees. Not the bees. I'm just going to dump this stuff here. Actually, yeah, we'll dump you here because we were in the middle of doing stuff with you. I'm going to put these down. And I think we're good there. Ooh. Hello. It's very high, Rifty. There we go. I'm just going to go turn off our whirring here. Night, night. Yeah, so we started with the Langstroth hives. Am I even going here? Ah, I'll go the right way. We start with Langstroth hives during the stream, in case you weren't here for that or haven't seen it yet. And boy, are they some work. They are a lot of work. Now, someone actually mentioned in a comment just today, I think it was, that the recipe, there was an update to the From Golden Combs mod, which this is from, and they changed the recipes so that you need about 1/4 of the wax as currently. So instead of being 1 wax and 1 board, it's 1 wax and 4 boards. So, to bear that in mind. I'm going to go grab, we'll need the clay and the reeds for our skips, but then we'll be back and get those done. Oh, and this is ready too. Oh boy. So this is going to go toward more Langstroth stuff, but I want to, I'm going to install the new version of the mod. I'll probably do an updated mods list, probably this coming weekend, and that way I can make better use of the wax that we currently have, because we're gonna blow through this real quick if I don't. So I'm not going to start any more boards or flax or twine tonight. But yeah, we'll do it probably this weekend. No, definitely this weekend. So I came up here for this stuff. Need 8 skips. Right, I put the clay downstairs, darn it. Why'd I do that? Oh, right, I was out of space. Alright, grab a stack of you. And there we go. And back we go. But we will harvest the flax here tonight and plant some new stuff. And then I think we'll probably end it by cooking up a few meals, getting those crocks filled again. And so the thing that someone had mentioned that their ceramic hives fill every 2 days. I find that with this setup, my skips also tend to be ready every 2 days too, or thereabouts. Or in many cases more often than I even check them. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? Wilson says what? Scoot around this way, I think. Oh, and we have about 6 or 7 more days until we can go and get our oranges and never worry about fruit ever again. Not even that bad off on fruit. In fact, we have pineapples we haven't even eaten yet, so... I think my knife is somewhere in here, isn't it? Yep, there it is. I'm going to swap my chisel over there, otherwise I'll lose track of it. Just have that feeling. Is it a good idea to unleash the Gator Dune in video format? Katie gets asking Solston. I think Gator Dune is just fine. Hey, Joshua Cerrito's here. I missed an hour of it. I assume you mean of the of this stream or hour of the weekend stream. All right. Boop. There we are. We got 2 this time. Meh. Here we go. Joshua missed an hour of both streams. Okay. Well, I did just mention we're probably going to wrap this one up here in probably 15-20 minutes. Chores that hasn't showed up yet. Oop, hello bees. There we go. A bee area without lupins, the restraint. Well, you know, actually, we do have lupins now, I think. We did make a bit of a trip and got some. But, yeah, I figured it would be better thematically to not do lupins here. So I do have a question for you guys, a general stream question. So I'm using a keyboard that is slightly clicky. Do you guys often hear the sounds my keyboard makes, or are they relatively inaudible or infrequent enough that they're not annoying? Like, I've got OBS set to a pretty aggressive noise filter. Extremely faintly. Okay. Sultan's never heard keyboard sounds. Hazard One says nothing. Josh says no, it's quiet. Pharaoh Caribou says not at all. Oh god, the bee noise is too funny, little farts. Okay, so it sounds like in general the keyboard is not an issue. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Thanks, guys. Just want to make sure that it wasn't going to be an issue in general. I feel like I asked originally when I started the stream, like started doing streaming on this desktop, but I just wanted to check in and make sure. I know there are times when I hit like spacebar, especially while I'm talking. That can come through sometimes, but in general, I try to be mindful of not, smashing keys. Patrick Acock is back to work. Y'all behave, or Rotston will visit you in your sleep. Well, thanks for coming, Patrick. Good to see you in chat as always. I hope to see you again soon. Molly's girl says no. We have Jen and Tonic. Love that name. And our last piece of peanut pie for now. Yum. Yeah, I'm going to admit I'm not actually a peanut person. Like, I like peanuts. I like peanut butter and jelly. I don't like peanut desserts. Peanut sweet things, peanut chocolate. No. Coffee Brat 73 is here. Welcome. Is this your first time here, Coffee Brat? I think this is the first time I've seen your name. Or noticed it, at least. Is that peanut pie smooth, crunchy, or brittle? I looked up a recipe for Virginia peanut pie because someone mentioned it in a comment. And apparently it would be like a pecan pie consistency. Or pecan. Or pecan. One of those. Pick one. Pick one. Fast! Alright, so bees are done for now. Let's go and harvest our flax and see if we can replant it anywhere. I'm not sure our other fields are quite ready yet, but let's go find out. Well, it is very high rifty. Let's make this quick. There's nothing. This is just olives, okay. We got these bad boys. Where's my lantern? I left my lantern back there, didn't I? Again. Oh well. Coffee Brat says, I do keep on your streams in the game. Well, welcome. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I haven't noticed you before, so if you said hi previously and I didn't say hello, then I apologize, but I don't always see everybody who pops in. But thanks for being here. Let's get all this done. That's a pretty reasonable amount of flax. Pomegranates. Pecan pie is your favorite pie, says Crone22. I used to not like it. Granted, as a kid, I was generally just a pickier eater than I am today. But I recently had pecan pie, not sure where. I think my mother probably made it because it's one of her favorites to make. And I ended up really enjoying it. So I can finally say that I like pecan pie now. Pecan pie. Ooh, we're good here. We have 65% K. 61.7, that's good enough, honestly. You come with me. Let's get these harvested, replanted. They'll sneak inside. And make a few meals. just so we're not having to cook during our regular streams as much. There we are. Perfect. I think we will sleep, though, just to try to get out of very high. That way we're not just accosted by drifters all night. Let's go feed the chickens. Do I need to feed the chickens? I don't think I do. 2 days. You know, let's do more chickens. Sure, why not? Eat up, guys. Oh, and Joshua is out of here. Have a good evening, Josh. Thank you for stopping by. And Nameless S24 is here. Welcome, Nameless. Let's get in here. I'm going to just drop these flax grains in here. Hey, we got a nice big old bin full of rot going on. Do I have any rot? It's done. I do have one. Ooh, I have 2 I can do. Nice. So I think if you've been part of the stream for a while, you probably saw me when I started doing this rot. I hope you're all getting a feel for just how slow it is to make rot, and therefore to make reasonable quantities of Terra Preta. It's painful. Oh, we have leather too. Sweet. Do I have any more leather hanging out here? I do. I also have a bucket full of honey. Alright, one more chore. And Pharaoh is wondering, are we ever going to have to deal with rot beats? I'm not sure what beats are, but or lower accurate rot issues. I think the whole thing is that like the rot sort of came and went. And I think part of the rot was that like if you gave in to despair, the rot would also take you. I'm not positive, but that's kind of what I gather. So I think there was a human element of rot as well. Let's grab... See, I have strong tannin in there. And 2 prepared hides. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to... I thought I had some strong tannin, like 2 liters somewhere in a barrel, but I guess not. Alright. Well, you guys... go ahead and seal. Uh-oh. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty! Ooh. Yummy egg. Extra flavor egg. Well, let's just go ahead and sleep here. And Terrence Sav is here. Hi, Kurzar. Me and my son are catching you playing before his bedtime. Hey, awesome. Thanks for all the weekend streams. Hope 1.20 brings more fun stuff. I'm sure it will. Always glad to hear from folks who are enjoying the series across generations. Alright, hydration complete. Drop that. Oh, really? That's great. Alright, plant fibery stuff. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn this all into twine. I'm not going to turn any of it into linen just yet, because I don't know what the ratio of twine to linen that we need for the Langstroth hives just yet. So we'll feel that out as we go. We got some compost. We got some leather. Got some pelts. Not much to do with them at the moment. Ah, scraped hides. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Darn. I think I just sealed that one barrel with extra strong tannin in it. Well, we got some time. We got to put this in the medium first, so we'll just leave that go. Oh, we have mediums in here too. Wait, I just did that one. I just derped. I just got turned around. Okay, so we got mediums in there. We got 40 liters of strong tannin in there. That might do it. That might do it. Yeah, I think it might do it exactly, actually. 10 and 40. Yeah, it should do it. Let's go and get some of this. Let's get some more pie. Where'd I put you? Here you are. Let's do pumpkin pie. And of course, we cut it on the floor. As one does. Alright, I'm gonna put things away. I'm gonna get my lantern, which I'm pretty sure is up at the other place up here. The Pan Era. Yep, there it is. There we are. Katie Cat says, I thought rot was time being sped up or something. Your cells don't regenerate fast enough. Could be. You know, I honestly don't know. For as long as I played Vintage Story, I don't know a whole lot about rot. Partly because the lore is really scattered across various sources. So I'm not a rot expert, actually. Okay, so let's do a few meals here. We got 4 crocks to fill. And 4 down here. Let's see. Let's do something simple. Like, let's do soybeans. And cabbage. So let's see, we'll do 16 soybeans. No. I could do some counting here. So we're doing 4 servings in each crock. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 for each real serving. If I could click right. So that's 1 crock, 2 crocks, 3 crocks, 4 crocks. Okay, so we're good there. So 32, we want 16 cabbage. And we'll do 16 onions as well. There we are. And that should do. All right. Let's get you in here. And you. And you. A bit of foil. There we are. We'll get some of that beeswax we just got a hold of. For sealing. And have a bit of ASMR. One of the entries mentions Falx, like sweating or looking odd about the first mention of rot, so you think he may have had something to do with it. Okay. Also possible. You love your silly little seraph sticking up art around the house, the world, the end of the world inside of their house. Yeah. It is surprising that so many paintings and things survived the rot, you know? Hydration break. Yeah, well, I wonder if Falx had to do with the rot, or if he was just sort of like one of the folks who noticed what was happening and was sort of raising the alarm. Michael St. Amon says, you need to find more lore. So spooky, you love it. Yeah, the lore is really fun. I actually did a bunch of episodes in the guide series, which you may already know about, where I would kind of do like a montage of building or adventuring or something, or even just flying around the base in like a spectator mode, and then reading the various lore bits over top of that. Those are fun to do. They were supposed to be like a oh, I'll just, if I need to catch up or want to take it easy, I'll just do a chill episode of this. For some reason, they were always like the most stressful, involved episodes ever. Solson says, I think Falx was nervous about the rot since after the Diet of Kings, he was essentially solely tasked with fixing it, while he slowly began to regret what eldritch horrors he may be letting in. Oh, so maybe he was like trying to fix it but didn't know how, and so he messed things up worse. I can see that. Get the rest of you out of here. And boop. Boop. Not the pie. Onions. There we go. Joshua Sarud is asking, is a season 3 in the works? Yes, like it's planned for, quote, eventually. It's not going to happen until this series is done. And this series will be done. There is a definite end to this series. Somewhere. I haven't decided quite where yet, and that'll be for maybe even just a few streams from now. We'll need to decide where we're going to build this giant build I have in mind. It could go somewhere over there. Somewhere within sight of the Oasis. But we could also go down through our Translocator down there, which takes us down to another sandstone desert. Or, yeah, here we go, down here. Which could also be another place to put it if we wanted to have, a different change of scenery, I suppose. Yeah, I'm doing a really big temple build. To the point of, like, it's the kind of build that you wouldn't normally do in Vintage Story. It's more of a scale that you'd see in the other block game. But with the mods we have on, I think it should be doable. So that'll be eventually. I don't really have a date for when it's going to end, but I can tell you it'll end when that build is done, which could be a while. Also, because I'm going to guess that my next child is going to be born while we're still in the middle of this this series, so that might put things on hold for a little while too. I'd say get the steel before I start building. Yes, that's the plan. So we need a lot of stone for this build, and the higher grade splitter plugs from the quarry mod give you more stone per pallet. So it's a lot more time and space efficient to do with steel, because you can do a 7x7x7 or 343 blocks at once. I just saw up here, let's see, Terrence Suave says, my son wants to know why you're playing late tonight, Corzar. We're playing late because sometimes we need to do chores. As I'm sure you'll learn if you haven't already. And so I'm doing some chores in game, and I like to do the chores on an off day, like, so I'm not doing a 3-hour regular stream, and that way I can sort of just chat with you guys, not pay as close attention to what I'm doing, not be quite as involved in the game, and just kind of chill and hang out with you guys. And that's what we do on Wednesday nights. Not every Wednesday night. I do announce them in advance when I'm going to have them. In fact, I'm pretty sure, just so y'all are aware, I'm reasonably certain that next Wednesday we'll probably not have a chores stream, and the weekend after, so the weekend of, I think, August the 3rd, probably won't have a regular stream either. There are a lot of family birthdays on and around that weekend, so we're going to be very, very busy. I just might not be home for it, so that's probably going to happen. We'll skip a week. It'll be okay. You'll survive. You can do it. Any recommendations for a good start style building to survive in while collecting for a large build? Asks Coffee Brat. If you're looking to live not in a dirt hut, you got some cool options. You got plenty of options, honestly. In the the Stone Age, you actually have a lot more options than you might think. Sure, you can't use boards, but you can use logs for like things like posts and corners and braces and so on. Should probably put some more wood on here, shouldn't I? There you go, buddy. And as far as stone goes, well, not even just stone, but you also have packed dirt. So you can use packed dirt as like flooring for maybe like a cellar, or even like an entryway, or if you want to have like a dirt floor hut. It's a great option. You also could have mud brick. You have light and dark mud brick, which I think is a wonderful building material, even late in the game. And then you have cobble. You can make cobblestone blocks, stairs, and slabs with pieces of stone, like just the small stones, and clay, either blue or fire. And those can be used to great effect to make really cool builds even early in the game. And you also have some nice roofing options. I'm not personally a fan of thatch roofs. They're a real pain to make, and I don't like the look as much as I like other styles, so I just don't tend to use them. But you can make clay roofs. You can of course just make like stairs and just do like stair roofs out of whatever. They're pretty good. And then, yeah, you can decorate with natural things and clay pots and things until you get to the Copper Age, when you can start building with boards. And from there, you can do way more, so many more options. Thatch roof houses are endangered due to Trogdor. Yes, indeed. Let's see, we got flax checked off, we got meals checked off. And that, guys, brings us to the end of tonight's stream. So it did go on for longer. I haven't seen Chores yet. Maybe she wanted to skip out on a movie night. Sometimes she has a band practice thing every Wednesday. So sometimes she comes back and is winded from that. And someone asked when number 2 is coming along. Child number 2. Number 2 will be born probably around January. In fact, right around the New Year. So yeah, that'll be probably when we have a good long break from this, or at least a very slow period. But guys, thank y'all for coming. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. It helps the stream after it's done. Helps the channel out. And I hope to see all y'all again soon. So maybe this weekend, maybe the next short stream. Keep an eye out for news on the next few streams. It's going to be a little rockier schedule than usual. But thanks for being here. And Lee Win, just saw your name pop up. New name. Glad to see you. It is a short stream. Wednesday streams are shorter. Weekend streams are longer. But thank you, folks. Hope you all have great evenings, and I'll catch you all on the weekend.